Back here, first things first, we're going viral. The pass interference no call in the NFC Championship game left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths, with Michael Thomas leading the charge. So we posted this. It's a picture of the Super Bowl 53 logo. See if you can find the ever so slight tweak.
Well, it appears to say lie.
It does say lie.
I think that's the tweak. The little bars on the horizontal bars on the what should be the third Roman numeral. Man, Michael Thomas, he was tweeting out the official paragraph in the rule book, section 17, paragraph 2, which is that says Roger Goodell has the ability to overturn any result if something manifestly unfair happened. And then he sent out a tweet that said, make the call, Roger. Like, he ain't over it, man. You got to call your guy, Michael Thomas, your Ohio State guy, and see if he's doing okay. You got to check on him.
I mean, who can recover from two tough losses? The Minneapolis Miracle and then the not pass interference call this year. That's a tough way to get beat. There's only way to recover from that, Michael Thomas. Give him about $70 million, $40 million guaranteed. I guarantee he'll stop tweeting to the commissioner's office.
Time now for stories to start your morning.
Yep, ski mask season.
Tough news for the Pacers last night. Victor Oladipo suffered a serious injury to his right knee. He'll have an MRI today, but the Pacers fear they have lost him for the year. Nick, how devastating is this?
I feel terribly for him. This is one of the best stories in basketball. He was #2 overall pick. People thought he was disappointing, almost a bust. And then on his third team, getting back to the state of Indiana, turned into a star. They damn near ended the Cavs' reign in the East last year, taking them 7, took some LeBron heroics. What was most concerning to me, and you pointed it out as well, they used the towel to cover up his knee injury because of how it looked for the players on the court. That strikes me as a very serious knee injury.
Yeah, it's no normal knee injury. We wish him a speedy recovery. Great story there. When they lose their face of their franchise, Paul George, they go out and get him, play basketball there in the state at Indiana. I hope him a speedy recovery, but just watch for some news coming out. Let's just see. Let's just hope for the best. We hope it's a ACL, MCL, or PCL. That's it.
All right, moving on. Larry Fitzgerald has agreed to a one-year deal to return to the Cardinals for a 16th season. Fitzgerald ranks 2nd in NFL history in receiving yards, 3rd in receptions, and is tied for 6th in receiving touchdowns. See, what do you think about Fitz returning next season?
Well, Larry's happy. He's healthy enough to continue playing football. I like to win. I'm not into losing, so I'm not into my guy losing. All right? I wish he was on a winner. I know how the Bidwells and them felt about him. No player is bigger in their community than Larry is in that Arizona area, but I'm about winning.
Let me give you a little bit of hope then, maybe. Just a little bit. Silver lining. Listen, nobody thought year 2 of Jared Goff was going to go the way it went. You got a new head coach. You still have David Johnson. You got Fitzy. If Josh Rosen can bounce back, we see a team go from worst to first every year in this league. So I don't think we can say definitively he's going to be on a losing team. But this is out of love for football. He's made more money than any wide receiver ever by a wide margin. He's not going to get to #1 in yards. He needs 6,000 to catch Jerry Rice. So it's not about moving up the record books. It's about his love for that community, I believe, and his love to keep playing football. And maybe Josh Rosen turns around next year. See? We don't know.
No, we do know.
Okay. Okay.
Move on to the Lakers now. LeBron will sit tonight against the T-Wolves, still nursing his groin injury. But even without LeBron, Lakers are leaving a good impression around the league. Kevin Durant said that he thinks they're going to be a team to be reckoned with in the playoffs, assuming they make the playoffs. Nick, what do you think? Is KD right?
Listen, I haven't changed my belief on the Lakers that they can beat any team in the West when they're fully healthy outside of Golden State. So I think a lot of it's going to depend on how they fall in the bracket. Are they on the same side as Golden State? Do they fall in such a big hole that they play Golden State in the first round as the 8 seed? I don't think that's likely. I think they're more likely going to be in that 5 through 7 range. Now, what has not impressed anyone around the league is the development of Brandon Ingram. And Brandon Ingram, now teams are calling to potentially trade for him, not because he's shown so much, but because they think his value might right now actually be plump, like at a low point to where they could buy low on him. But the LeBron thing, to me, the outlier in this, or the question in this, the variable I should say, is how is LeBron going to respond to the first significant injury of his career? We do not know. We can think we know, but he doesn't know either. He's never been out of basketball this long.
Respond production-wise or just mentally?
I think mentally he'll be fine, but what will he be in the shape he's used to being in? Will his body, will one injury lead to more? Like, we can hope that's not the case. We can hope this was an outlier, just strained groin, but foot slid a little too far, but we are in unprecedented territory now with LeBron James, an athlete who up until 2 months ago had been the most durable athlete in NBA history, this side of Karl Malone, now suffering a significant injury that's going to cost him a quarter of his season.
Yeah, but let's not blow it out of proportion, because he is one of the greater athletes we've ever seen. We've never seen someone's career altered by a growing strain.
No.
So when he gets back, NBA players, they don't come back until they're healthy. So he's not going to come back at 70%. It's not like the NFL. He's not going to get on the court, which he just got on the court playing with the Lakers recently. He's not going to get on the court till he's healthy. So I'm not worried about his overall productivity when he comes back, because I know he won't get on the court until he's healthy. What Kevin Durant did here was two things. He gave LeBron the ultimate compliment. And that is that guy right there, whoever he's playing with, he's going to be something that I have to reckon with. I like the fact that KD understands that now, because there's nothing worse than getting into the postseason and thinking a team's not going to be good, and you have to be able to face them. It's a lot like Philadelphia when they had to face New Orleans again. New Orleans had to trick themselves because they had blew them out the time before. That's why I thought it was going to be a harder game for them, because they didn't give Philadelphia that type of respect. I believe that's the right attitude to have for Golden State and for Kevin Durant, because the last 2 years, KD saw, even with him taking home the MVP, that guy with 4 blind people gave us a run for our money. So anybody LeBron has with him can challenge us, because we have seen him with no help give us problems, even though the games won, the margins weren't as close as people. And Kevin Durant knows.
Kevin Durant, yeah, I think they learned that lesson in Game 1 of the NBA Finals last year. I think the Warriors looked at, and I think most people looked at, the real NBA Finals, Warriors-Rockets. They were able to overcome the 3-2 deficit. They went into those NBA Finals seeing what we all saw from the Cavs, that they needed 7 to beat Indiana. They needed 7 to beat an injured Boston team. And then Game 1, the Cavs had them thanks to what LeBron did, until a weird call on the J.R. Smith gaffe at the end. So I do think that's the point, that they, no matter what the Lakers look like now, when LeBron comes back, they are the team, as much as the Rockets, that the Warriors need to be on guard against. I just think nobody really believes the Warriors have to be truly on guard against really anybody this
And then
year.
Quickly, are we any closer to a timeline on LeBron?
Oh, I think LeBron's going to come back after the Phoenix game. He's going to miss the Minnesota game, miss the Phoenix game. I think he's going to come back after the Phoenix game.
All right, let's get back to the Super Bowl now. While it is pretty evenly matched, that according to Vegas and all, the